Hello and welcome back to some more Dwarf Fortress. So this will be our 5th Embark, I think. And yeah, I kind of burned out on Dwarf Fortress a while ago, and sort of felt like, stopping that thing we were playing previously, cause I don't know, just seemed like the thing to do. Just didn't feel like continuing it. And right now I don't remember anything of what we were doing in there, and I don't really care, right? So I'm thinking we will, start a new game, and this looks interesting. It's the Badlands. Sounds like a fun place to go. There's shallow metals, there's deep metals, there's a... what is this? A stream. Oh, stream. Brook might be better, but stream will do. So we're gonna just head on in and start setting up our things. So, let's prepare for the journey carefully, of course. And buckets, we only need the one. Crutches, that, yeah, one. Quivers, one. None of these. 1 unit of cloth, 1 unit of thread. We will have a rope, because rope makes sense. We're gonna need it for the well. Ropes, ropes, ropes. Look for a cheap one, like a cave spider silk one, sure. So yeah, plump helmets, tempting, but plump helmets are expensive. I'd rather take seeds and make my own set of shrooms later on. So this seems generally good. We'll want some more food. Actually, we're gonna take a lot more plump helmet spawn, because we do want to make sure we have plenty of food. We are recording and everything's fine. Yeah, looks good. Okay. So I don't know, 100? Maybe? We'll go with 90. And that will leave us plenty of points for the other stuff. So, I'm gonna go with 2 miners. And I think we'll make our money off of gems and gem setting, maybe. Well, I want to make sure I have a gem cutter and a stone crafter, just cause. And we'll want a mason and a carpenter, though we're not gonna be doing much carpentry. But you can be our building designer, and that leaves one guy over, and we can make him the engraver, cause one good engraver would be good. And yeah, we'll ditch the stone setter maybe, or actually no, we'll make this guy the gem setter, it's fine. So the carpenter can also be the woodcutter, not that we're gonna have that much wood to cut down. And I don't know, what else do we want? I think that's more or less it. What we mostly want is more food, right? And more booze, of course. Just to make sure we don't run out too quickly, because the Badlands sounds like a place where we might have problems with, having food. So let us make sure we're good on that. Have our cats, have our booze. Yeah, we have to remember that we'll be slaughtering some animals, so at the very beginning we'll have a bit more booze than... oh, sorry, food than we can see here. Okay, that seems good. So, I think this is good. Name the group. The Sepia Crystal. That seems fine. Name Fortress. Dreamship. Sounds fine. So let us embark and take a look at the location.
To our new home. Let's make the best of it. Let's start digging.
Yes, I'm sure we should. And the dingoes will get hungry, and we do need food, and we do need secure lodgings. So I don't intend to dig straight down this time, as you can tell from the lack of... wow, this place looks bad. It just looks bad. Yeah, I don't intend to dig straight down to the magma level until later. You can tell by the lack of, you know, metal crafters, and there's no wood whatsoever. None. Shit, son. That's highly ungood. But at least there's water. So, we don't have any wood. We're gonna have to buy every bit of wood we get, or we want to get, from people like the elves. And there is really no reason to remain outside, is there? Because there's nothing for us outside. So, how do we dig in? How do we dig in? Wait, did I make someone... Well, let's just... I thought I made the carpenter the guy. Nope, I made the stonecrafter the woodcutting guy. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Okay. So, there is no easy building materials, namely wood here. None. We'll have to trade for all of it. Okay? I suppose that's a thing. You know what we can do? We'll dig in through here. Like... say... where? Where should we dig in? I mean, this place seems like a generally good place, right? So why don't we just channel it out like so, since it's all just soil anyway, right? Yay, so, and let those little miners of ours quickly dig it out, cause this should be relatively, you know, easy, considering the extremely easy form of terrain we have. Ah, but those are... oh, those are dingoes. Dingoes are not necessarily good. Okay, yeah, this should be relatively easy digging. Though possibly not right now. You know what, yeah, let's do it like this. Let's dig out a perimeter here. Right? So that we know how far we want to spread it. But after that we're just gonna dig downwards, cause it'll be easier that way. And safer, slightly. We'll just dig in like that and that'll be fine too. Yeah, cause this way we know exactly where we want to be. And we don't waste that much time before going underground and... Okay. Sparse baby toes, succulent... What? Succulent baby toes. This game. This fracking game. Oh gods. Okay. So we have gotten that far, that's good. We'll want to dig in someplace like here. With 3 by 3, and we'll want to make a place... No, I wanted 3 by 3, so let's remove that, because we want the rooms for the wagons, right? A room for the wagon anyway. So that's big enough for a depot, which is perfectly fine. Like, yeah, right after coming inside we'll make it open up again, like so, and the depot will be in the center, and that will be a thing. Sounds good. I could actually set it up so that my entrance is floodable. Possibly. I mean, sure, I could release the river in there. Possibly make an ice wall. In any case, we will need to dig down pretty solidly. Right about here-ish would be good, I think. So, this is where we're gonna put the first downward stairway, and that's fine. And the guard rooms can be... where? Where do we wish to put the guard rooms? I guess right off of this room here, right? We'll put the gates here, the guard rooms off of this here, right? Small ones. That will be a thing. Also up down stairways. Down about 10 levels sounds good. And that will be a good start. Okay, and cats are adopting people. Oh, and we have coal here. That's actually kind of good. We'd be able to make metallic crap without going too far down. And hematite, so there's iron here. Okay, so this is not a bad spot. If we actually run into Fluxstone, we'll have a pretty good time of it. Yeah, that's hematite. Glorious iron. Somehow I don't think we can make beds out of iron in this game. It would be nice if we could, but not so much. Oh, and galena, which is worth very little, and it's lead. Pity we can't actually poison the elves with it, but we'll give them lead goblets at some point. Anyway, wow. That's... oh, and graphite as well. That's some interesting minerals here. Anything really cool looking though. These appear to... yeah, that's granite. And an expansive underground cavern with cassiterite. Whoa, lots of it. So, bronze and lots of it. Okay, so, wait. Here, right? These are the safe ones. These are not. Okay, apparently we have struck a great many things. Cassiterite is what you need in order to actually make bronze, right? And it looks like we have plenty of it. So that's actually kind of good in its own little way. Now, if only if we had a big enough army to make this stick. But you know, it's fine. Okay, so we want to build an up stairway to block this off. Yeah, it won't let me build it like this, but it'll let me build it like this. So, out of mudstone, I suppose, shift enter, and upward stairway of quartzite. This will be good enough for now. Now, I'm tempted to keep digging down, admittedly, but we're not gonna. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so we're gonna need spaces, rooms, stuff. So, essentially, dig me out a double tunnel like this, I guess. And that will be a good start. And then we can go off of this and build our first workshop rooms and stuff. And at the same time, I'll cover some of that valuable iron ore, which we'll be able to then later use. And I'm not gonna bother with the showers, at least not yet. Not just yet. We will certainly want wells and the like. That's there. We'll probably want to dig out the galena vein in order to uncover all of the actual minerals we can. Sorry, not minerals so much as the gems, all the gems we can. Because that could, you know, be a thing. Right, and there's grass and stuff. Depot. Can we actually build one? Mudstone. Yes, please, build. Okay, also, whoever is in charge of the smoothing, you can just smooth out the stairwell for now. He's probably just sitting idle, and I'd rather he was getting some practice or something, as opposed to just sitting there like a little bitch. You know? Yeah, just smooth out all of this. It has to look pretty for me. Make it look pretty. Pretty. Make it smooth. All of it. Make it smooth. Yep, and he's going for it. Good. Excellent. People getting thirsty, that's not good news. People getting thirsty leads to people getting dead. Okay, the river is unfrozen. Gonna have to start working on a well. Not like that. We'll want a tiny path off of that. Actually, no, we don't. We want a big-ass path off of that, because here we're gonna have our farms, won't we? We should at some point get our first farmer as well, and our first food storage place. We'll try to assign a farmer from the first migration wave. That should be fine. Of course, that will need to be dug out, obviously, but you know, that's what we have miners for. Apparently, that's a lot of rat remains. I think we're gonna have to use a lot of hunters. We won't be able to build stuff on the surface for the variety, and people will get sick of just plump helmets, so... Oh, it looks like there's actual grass growing there, go figure. I do have an architect, don't I? Well, buddies, what are you doing? Nada. Well, once we actually dig out a farming spot, we can start telling them to actually farm. And that's our trade depot. Actually, it then becomes important enough to, you know, dig out an actual channel here. Because, you know, that sounds like a thing we should do. And maybe this time we don't build bridges, we just use soldiers to defend us. Because, you know, that could be a thing we do. Also, dig down these ramps. Well, maybe an emergency drawbridge or something, I don't know. We'll see, you know, we'll see. We do have iron, actually, so it's hardly that big a deal to be a little bit open, right? It should be pretty simple for these guys to fully dig it all out, so... Another big question is, where do we keep our stockpiles? I would like to keep a big chunk up here, for the simple reason that it's gonna be easier to dig this out. Then again, deeper down might be more secure, possibly. It all depends on how I choose to dig down way below. I'm thinking we'll do our main shaft down a ways off from here and use this to actually open up into various areas. Or rather, yeah, we'll set it up so that we have a access to the caverns from this side, and this will bring all the way down to the magma level, right? This main stairway. Or a stuff going off from it a little bit to this side anyway. Close enough for government work, that is. So that, you know, interesting things happen. Also, dwarves. We have dwarves that aren't working, so you're not working, none of you are working. So we'll commit you as farmers, and we'll start planting our food, because I do not wish my dwarves to starve, if at all possible. Call me old-fashioned, but I dislike the idea of letting them starve. And we'll need lots of plump helmets for the boozing, so... And of course, if we are gonna do that, we're gonna need a place in which to actually store the food. Well, suppose we can make a food stockpile here temporarily, and then move it inside. It will be good enough for now, I expect. Right? They're gonna go down, finish digging out that. And yay, bloodstone. Wonderful, is it not? Yeah, we want to start farming as soon as possible, just to make sure that our food is growing and that we are good on that. At least kind of good on that. And we want to dig this all out in one big go and plop down a farm plot before everything goes to hell there. We also want a butchery somewhere. Quite possibly right here. Right? Because near the entrance where the kills get brought, we'll have the refuse pile somewhere nearby, so that if the corpses get brought to the refuse pile, it's close enough to the butchery for it to be auto-assigned that. You know, all of that does sound like a good idea. Ah, and this would actually provide us with some wood, wouldn't it? There would be wood there. Damn, we're gonna have problems with barrels, aren't we? We're gonna have to make metal ones, because we have no planting stuff. None. Well, other than underground shrooms. And look, there's already a wood thing growing there. Not that that's necessarily bad, but we want this land for shroom farming. Because a food supply, a steady, manageable food supply, so that everyone has at least something to eat, like always, is kind of important. That's just fungus, that doesn't matter. Okay, farm plots. Yay, so. And someone should come and construct it soon enough, I think. Soon enough. At least that's the dream. That's the dream. Bituminous coal. Coal is good, we like coal. Coal will make us quite happy. And you are quite happily making that happen. Yes, we are gonna do lots of plump helmets, because plump helmets will make the world go round, and we also need to start making some sort of money items anyway, at the least, to make sure that everything is going smoothly there. And you are happily engraving, good for you. Good for you. And how's your skill coming along, engraver? Because if we can't give people proper beds, it's actually gonna be difficult to keep them happy. Even if we can't even provide them with dorm rooms, people are gonna get upset, so you know, we'll have to compensate for that in some way. And this can be our workshop floor, I guess. And how do we want to set this up? Okay, let's see. Suppose I dig it out this way and make... Yeah, we'll make 2 big workshop rooms here. You know, in like... Yeah, 2 workshops, 1 thingy between them, like this, so that's room for 4, for another 4, and we can expand it outwards as needed. So, yeah, we'll set it up like this. 3, and that's 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so this should be more than enough workshop space for now, and workshops need stockpiles, so we'll place them all around the workshops, upwards and downwards, right? And then it'll be nice and centralized that way. Methinks that should work. Methinks. No, we'll dig out just 1. We don't need both of them actually accessible right now. So, let's just see about those plump helmets, so that we always have something to eat. Right? Right. Let's get that planting. Oh, we could also fish, so, you know, it should be fine. I have... Ooh, petrified wood. Now that I think is considered stone, right? Oh, hello, microline. Nice. That's actually good. Microline is pretty valuable and good looking. You know? Petrified wood. Ooh, that's some rare shit, I think. Coal, not so much, but it's valuable in its own way. We can actually use it as fuel without going deeper down, which is nice. So yeah, this will probably be a huge-ass workshop floor, possibly containing huge stockpiles further back, with, you know, all kinds of less used materials, that kind of thing. It might be a thing. So yeah, this seems more or less appropriate. We'll want a mason's and a carpenter's workshop, as well as... yeah, like this. as well as a... What do we want here? A craftsdwarf's workshop, certainly. A jeweler's workshop. A butcher's workshop. Tanner's workshop too. Yeah, we'll start with these. And you just keep on mining, guys. Keep on mining. Just mine this one out and then mine out the second one. It will be fine. We'll start by cutting all the bloodstone and pyrite, right? Because that will be a good start. Okay, that is built. Yeah, we're gonna ditch that. Because we can. That is getting planted. That is good. Because food, baby. Food. Carpenter's workshop, yeah. Build all the beds you can. It won't be a lot, but it'll be something. Okay, so now we need a butcher's and a carpenter's workshop. Sorry, not a carpenter's, a tanner's. Because we don't want to waste that. Jewelers, microline, sure, and what else? We'll need a still eventually, but not just yet necessarily. I don't know. Bowyers, I guess, and a still, yeah. We'll make those. Or at least place them down. Okay, so all you farmers are now butchers, tanners as well. There you go. And I'm actually gonna mark those things for slaughter before they actually die, because that way they, you know, won't get, their materials will not get wasted. I'm gonna dig out a smaller thing here to be a sort of, I don't know, stockpile, I suppose is the term, for bones, because yeah, we're gonna need some bones. You're gonna need to store the bones, in fact. That's the important bit. We'll want to get enough wood somewhere to actually start the process, right? Because we need to turn some of it into charcoal so that we can turn bituminous coal into a thing. Actually cancel that. The carpenter is actually going to be a wood burner. Since we have no wood whatsoever, in fact all of you can be wood burners as well. We're going to burn all the wood, right? And we're going to use it to start turning this bituminous coal into coke so that we can start smelting the iron and making cool stuff out of that. Because iron and steel especially are valuable materials and the dwarves appreciate them. Now, the best thing we could get on our first migration wave could be some very good smiths. Because if we get that, we will be pretty well set up, I would say. That's a thing that would go a long ways. So yeah, we'll set up some metal industry. Since we have large amounts of coal and iron, it seems only fitting that we should do that. More hematite, good. That sounds glorious, truly. Also, craftsdwarf's workshop. Rock mugs on repeat. And we're gonna take you off of those jobs because you have more important things to do. Eventually, since we need pretty much all of those jobs, we're gonna take all of the original 7 dwarfs off of the thing and, you know, use them for other stuff. So here everything, only not really, and only bones. So item types, corpses, body parts, skulls, bones, shells. Yeah, sure, permit, not hair wool. Yeah, all of that. That sounds good, because I think a lot of that stuff does decay into simple, basic, well, bones. Sparrow remains. The fuck is this bullshit? No. No, 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 no! Not here, come on. Okay, the donkey is gonna get it. That's a fact of life. Goodbye, donkey. Petrified wood mug. That's actually good, because I'm expecting the petrified wood is actually worth something. Description. Finally crafted. Wonderful. Yeah. Yes. So. Okay, yeah, that's good. He's building his thing, that's good as well. And yes, you just turn all of that into mugs, 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 because mugs is what will allow us to survive the winter, possibly. So that's good. B-E-W for wood furnace. Right here. Plop one down. There you go. And nobody's doing anything. Okay, now they're taking that horse meat to where it belongs. That's good. That's good, because horse meat is important. That will allow us to survive. Meat, fish, drink. Oh yeah, we're running low. Nice. Wonderful. Exactly what we want. Smooth these as well. These tiles have to be smoothed as well. Still, he's smoothing, and that's good. Petrified wood. Getting turned into mugs. Excellent. Much appreciado. Okay, make charcoal on repeat. Cause frack yeah. Yeah, I need one guy that I can actually devote to the metal crafting full time. Because that seems like a good thing. And he actually became a stone crafter. Is that not wonderful? Well, that's perfectly fine. Willow logs. Yes, that's fine. Just turn what little wood we have into charcoal. E and S for smelter. Because we want to start smelting stuff. And we'll actually turn all of you into smelter operator or furnace operators as well. Because we can. Enjoy. Have fun. Okay, eventually we'll make bows out of these bones. That seems like a good thing. Right? That really does sound like a good thing. But we are well on our way to starting, so show OBS, and we're gonna actually stop the recording here, and I'll see you in a second. So, well, we'll continue in the next video, so see you there.